Today I got time, cuz.
All you hoes, all of you hoes.
I wanna hold your hand. I wanna hold your hand.
Nah, I wasn't holding hands.
That's the funny part. They caught you slipping.
Wasn't really holding hands though. You was just helping her through the street. So which one was it?
Listen, whichever way you want to put it, my hand was holding her hand. I'm not denying it. I'm not trying to fix it.
Now, me, you got beef, nigga. I don't give a fuck, nigga. I'm not Mentuition, nigga. See me, you bitch.
I'm not Steve.
But I will tell you this, Pop. How can I put you above Mentuition? Where you been this year?
Police! Help! Help! Police!
I know how I move.
I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, rams, hogs, dogs, chickens, turkeys, rabbits.
But I want to do hood rat stuff for my friend. Honey.
What's going on, everybody? Class is in session. My brother from another mother international. How do you do today?
I'm not Steve.
What's poppin', slime? What's Gucci chat? What's going on? I am not Steve, and I'm not Mentuition.
Shout out to the chat. What's up, chat? I see you guys in the building, guys. Make sure you hit that like button. Shout out to Shabby. He says foreigner. Shout out to everybody here. Guys, hit that like button. Likes are completely free. Okay? They cost no money. $0. All right? Guys, also, we are headed to Brazil. Let's go. Drop a ball for Brazil, guys. We are headed to Brazil very, very soon. Shout out to everybody that sent it in, man. Yvette Samani's killed it. Everybody else killed it too, guys. We couldn't get there without you, but man, that big donation was crazy. What was his name? Man, everybody. I can't remember all the names, man. Everybody killed it. So thank you guys
Jimmy
again.
John,
Jimmy John, CJ,
Cornell,
Calais, King H, the child, everybody, man, everybody.
Anybody we missed?
Yeah, I can't even name you guys, but guys,
FB.
Yeah, guys, we still want to do some more when we get down in Brazil. So send in your cash apps if you enjoy the show. We're still accepting donations. Just because we hit our funding does not mean we aren't going to take more donations for the trip, guys. The more money we get for the trip, the more we'll do for you guys. We're going to be there about a week and a half. So we're going to turn up for you. And we got some special guests pulling up to the trip, guys. Allegedly,
we got some special guests.
We may have some special guests pull up to this trip and be on the yacht party. Okay, guys? And be on the yacht party. I told you guys we don't play games. All right, yacht party, February 21st, mentuitionnetwork.com. Purchase your tickets right now. It's going to be fucking lit. I'm telling you, it's going to be lit. Okay, me and Al don't play games. I know we're the yacht boys. Okay, it's all we can do.
Ah, man,
we'll get into that later because that's all we can do. Yeah, my bad. There you go. That's all we know how to do is throw yacht parties. That's the only footage we have according to these goofies in the space. But we'll get into that. We'll get into that, man. Shout out to everybody. We got, who's this? What's good, slime? Yacht party on a canoe. Shout out. Okay, we got somebody on Kick watching.
Yeah.
Ilu Xans 444. Okay. I don't know if you're hating or you're trolling or what, but shout out to you. There we go. That's from Kick right there. Shout out to Calais God. He says, "Is it check?"
Check is check.
I don't know, man.
Check in effect.
We'll see. All right, chat. Let's jump into our housekeeping real quick, and we'll jump into the show, guys. I do have some things to do with Mr. King 68 a little bit later, so we're gonna try to roll through the show as quickly as possible. But again, guys, send in your cash apps, $ Mentuition, or the PayPal link in the description below, or you can send in super chats. All right, we appreciate y'all. Okay, let me jump into the housekeeping real fast. Let's see if it's still up. Come on, be up. Oh yeah. All right, guys, check out our Patreon, patreon.com/Mentuition. This is where you guys are gonna get all the sauce and all the game. All right, guys.
Did you say check?
I did. I said check. Yeah, I did.
Check in effect.
All right, guys. Check out the Patreon, Patreon.com/Mentuition. It is free to join. However, if you want to unlock all the sauce, those of you who are newcomers, or maybe it's your second time going to Medellin or going to Cartagena, we have a free guide on here. It's completely censored. And if you want to unlock the uncensored 1.5 hour long expose on how to move properly in Cartagena, Colombia, okay? You got to know how to move, and you got to hit this button right here, become a member. We have 3 different tiers. The first tier is our general admission tier. You get access to all of our full uncensored travel guides, exclusive behind the scenes, uncensored content, exclusive Discord content, access to our videos before they hit YouTube, access to our WhatsApp group, exclusive behind the scenes footage, and special Discord access. Next up, we have our VIP tier. You get access to all of our not safe for YouTube content, private chats on YouTube, access to our members only live streams, a list of over 1,000 remote jobs, 1 free consultation question to answer per month on Patreon direct message, 20% off consultations, 10% off the merch, and even more special Discord access. And last but not least,
Spin the check and get it right.
if you want to support us at the highest level, you can join the All Access Pass membership. You get 1 free consultation per month on this All Access Pass tier. You get 25% off of additional consultations throughout the month, access to a list of over 50,000 remote jobs. For those of you who are digital nomads or want to be digital nomads, you can check that out. You get access to our personal cell phone numbers, access to the Mentuition Mafia WhatsApp group, free exclusive member-only meetups nationally and internationally. You get VIP access and discounts on our merch, yacht parties, and other events. And guys, don't forget to join the Discord. Discord is mentuitiondiscord.net, or go to the link in the description below to join the Discord. The Discord is just a free application you can download on your phone or on your PC or Mac, and you can basically join a group where you guys can chat with me and Al and all the other people that are in the community about, you know, what's going on in the world, where you're traveling. You can shoot the shit, all that stuff, okay? Also, guys, check out our Facebook group. We have over 1,100 members. 1,100 members in the Facebook group. The Facebook group is on fire. Shout out to you guys. And we're live on Facebook right now. So shout out to everybody watching on Facebook or who will watch this on the playback on Facebook. Also, guys, check out our YouTube membership, the Mentuition Mafia, guys, all right? If everything I'm mentioning to you, these tiers are too high for you, $20, $50, $100, you can join the Mentuition Mafia, which is our YouTube membership. It's only $3.99. You get access to exclusive IRL streams and other exclusive content that we only drop on YouTube. And last but not least, guys, check out the website, mentuitionnetwork.com. All right, guys, mentuitionnetwork.com. Yeah, we got to get her on the boat. Mentuitionnetwork.com, guys. You can purchase your yacht party tickets. All right, guys, we are running out of space for the yacht party. So those of you who are super last minute, you can go ahead and try to purchase your ticket. But guys, we are running out. This yacht party is going to be lit. We're doing a yacht party only on February 21st now, guys. Okay, so February 14th, we have basically sort of taken everyone from the 14th, and we're moving the yacht party to the 21st. So purchase your tickets for February 21st. We'll be down there. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be lit. And we do have some special guests and some baddies just like this girl right here. All right. Okay. Shout out to Brazil, man. Brazil has some beautiful women, man. It's hard to compete. Hard to compete. Am I missing anything, Al?
Nah, man.
Okay.
We can get everything started.
All right. Where do we want to start? The
breaking news first.
Hold on. Let me see. Why is this not working? Why is it?
I'm fixing that now.
I'm looking at this guy. What are you talking about? Your mind?
I mean, it's just a bunch of trolls.
Low key, I would have bought this 10 you passport niggas a problem. Is Kick putting us in the algorithm? Shout out to Kick. I feel like these are new people, new haters.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, good thing we can't see. Everyone can't see the haters anyway. Only we can see them. All right, chat. We'll do breaking news, but which story do we want to do first is the question. Do we want to talk about the Mentuition haters, since we're already looking at haters, or do we want to talk about the passport situation for guys? Let's talk about that.
Passport situation.
Breaking news, guys. Breaking news. Men who owe child support, those of you who are baby daddies, if you will. Okay, maybe you're not a baby daddy. Maybe you were married and you're separated and or divorced, maybe, right? You had a falling out with your significant other, and you guys have children, okay? Whether they be older children that are below the age of 18, or babies, guys. Or babies. That child support, guys, is calling. But unfortunately for you, you can't travel because Trump is reinforcing a law that may have already been in place, but he's sort of stamping down and saying, if you do not pay your child support for the baby, you cannot travel and buy hookers.
I want some hookers.
All right, that's basically what he's saying, guys. Okay, because that's why we travel as men. I mean, there's no other reason to travel besides to pay for some pussy. Trick off on these hoes.
Can't get me in the United States.
Yeah, you can't get
you have a kid.
Can't make it in the United States. So
yep.
I mean, we're losers. So why even try? Just go and pay. Go to Thailand and pay for it. Right? That's what we do. So we're gonna talk about this. I think this is a good topic and a very important topic to talk about because, it's important as men that we understand that those of us that do have kids, me and Al, well, Al allegedly does have kids. So,
yeah.
I don't have any kids. All right. It's never been pinned on me. But Al can't say the same for him. Where is that at? Is this one? Is it, where's that Keese one that we have? Here it is.
Yeah, where were your children when you was living in Brazil?
In your girl's mouth, nigga.
Okay. So, let's bring up this. I think it's on World Star. We're going to bring up this article and kind of read over it and give our take on it. I think this is a very, very interesting situation. And I think we, again, need to, as men, be very, very cognizant of what's going on in the world, especially when it comes to our passport, okay? Because we always tell you guys, get your fucking passports now.
Get your passport, nigga.
All right. So here we go. And shout out to King H, I think, that posted this in the Mentuition Mafia WhatsApp group. According to the reports, parents who owe significant child support, which is typically men, let's be honest, right? It's typically not women. So let's just say men for the majority of this. Parents or men who owe significant child support could soon lose their passports.
Get your passport, nigga.
As the Trump administration steps up enforcement of a 1996 law. That was Bill Clinton, I think. Yeah. Previously, revocations applied only when someone sought passport services, but now the State Department will act on its own using data from the Health and Human Services. Okay? Now, let's look at some of these comments before we comment on it. Okay. Darian Lands, a female, of course, got 2,723 likes. Shouldn't be traveling if you can't support your kid anyway. Okay? When you can't control your nut.
Look, he fucking nutted on my fucking leg.
Actually, been better nutting on her leg. That would have been better.
You wouldn't have any kids.
Yeah. Pull out and nut on the leg, guys. Okay? That's what you're going to learn here today. Okay? Let's keep going down. Mandatory DNA testing for child support. It's only right. That must be a man. Tree Tonetev says it's been like this. Well, Try, whatever your name is, we don't think that it's been enforced. There are laws made, but if laws aren't enforced, you can get away with them, right? You can say, oh, Al has a house in, I don't know, Tallahassee, Florida, and he lives in an HOA, and they say you got to cut your grass. Well, the HOA may not enforce it, but it may be something that someone gets pissed about and goes, he's going to cut his grass, and then people start complaining, and then they start enforcing it. But laws are not always enforced.
Yeah.
More women comments. I'm here for it. Laughing face, laughing face, laughing face ×5. Do it and find any further extensions y'all can to add to it. Make it juicy, LOL. Okay, let's read 3 more. A lot of these baby daddies about to be sick. Okay, again, notice the women liking it, of course, but also women writing it, of course. And, they're talking about the baby daddies, not the baby mamas, because, again, this is something that actually affects men and men only. Okay, 2 more. Good. You have no business going out of the country if you can't support your kids. Last one. I'm so glad I don't have these problems. Of course, that is a man, allegedly. Nowadays, you can't tell. Okay, so I'm gonna give my quick take on this, chat, and this is actually gonna segue into some other topics we have, and then we'll get into the haters. So in my opinion, guys, again, the United States has been attacking men. I think there's a huge attack on men's rights. They know that men are at a deficit, alimony, child support, women taking half of our fortunes when we build up certain, you know, we build up ourselves, we build up money, we build up wealth, we have 401k, so on and so forth. They assume that women can't take care of themselves. When we live in a society now where women are saying, hey, F guys, don't need them. I'm a boss bitch. If he leaves me, I got a job. So, right, all these things, like these older laws were put in place back when women couldn't work, or maybe they were in the workforce but not making as much. But let's be honest, women are outperforming men in a lot of different, they don't make it more than us necessarily, but they are outperforming men in a lot of different areas, especially with education. And I think that the United States, specifically the government, has been giving women an out. And it's the reason why we tell people to get their passports. But if you owe child support, you can't get your passport, or you can't really use it. So I think this is just another attack on men. If they do start enforcing it, those of you who have kids, you need to be very, very careful. I don't know what would happen exactly, but maybe you try to go to the airport and they stop you. Maybe they put something on your name, your ID, and hey, nope, sorry, you're not allowed to travel. I'm sure that's what probably would happen. And then if you don't have a passport, you obviously would not be able to go to a place where you can get one and obtain it. You'd have to get caught up on your child support before you would be able to, actually move forward. Okay. So I think that a lot of men need to, and I'll comment a little more, but I'll let Al go first. But I think just in closing this first opening statement about this, I think a lot of you guys who have kids, you certainly are going to need to get your stuff in order. If it's not being enforced yet and you plan on moving or traveling out of the country, maybe you should do your travels now, because once or if they ever enforce this, which it looks like they may, you're not going to be able to go anywhere. It's going to be extremely difficult to, maneuver and do what you need to do. So just keep that in mind, guys, when you're doing what you do. And, that's what you have to do. So Al, what do you think of this?
Yeah. So it's not really that crazy in my opinion. I think that you should have that stuff together before you do travel. I kind of agree with that, but I do understand that there is an attack on men. I think that this is going to stop. It's already there, like you said. It's just not being enforced to the level that I think that they are. And I just think that this is one more thing to try to keep people in the United States. They don't really want a bunch of people traveling. They don't want a bunch of people spending money outside of the country, benefiting other people's economies. So this is another way to keep people in there. But, there's the majority of men are single and childless. So it's not going to really affect, as many people as people think. It's going to affect a lot, but the majority is single and childless. So, it sucks, but yeah, you got to get that stuff together before you travel. And as far as, this is why we say, don't even deal with stuff like that. Don't deal with don't even, I mean, I wouldn't even really recommend having kids in the United States at this point. It's just is way too risky. Way too risky.
Absolutely. So what do you guys think in the chat? What do you think about this? The bill has to be approved by the Senate and the House of Representatives, Clay says. Absolutely. And maybe it's just a proposed, that's what I'm saying. Guys should travel now, Clay. a lot of you guys who have kids, if you want to travel, if you want to move out of the country permanently, once you leave and you get out, it's going to be easier, right, for you. They're not going to go and get you per se wherever you are. But if you try to leave and you have issues and they start to enforce this or the bill passes, it's certainly going to be more difficult for you to get out of the country. There may be certain states you can go to that'll be lenient. Maybe they're not checking for it. Like I said, like it may be like a thing where it's passed and state by state it has to be enforced. But remember, guys, flying is federal. Like that's, you know what I mean? Am I right, Al? Like the airport is controlled by the U.S. government to an extent. They have to abide by not the state, but actually the country, because you become, it's airspace.
Yeah.
So it still goes through federal, the federal, what's the word I'm looking for? Government, yeah, and jurisdiction. Shout out. Hold on, guys. We got a Cash App. Hold on. From our guy. Let's play the music chat. Thank you for the donation.
Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. Si me quiero educar, dormir en algún lugar, un lugar para trabajar.
Honey.
Shout out to Tim M coming in with the $20 Cash App. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, Tim. Tim OG, thank you so much, man. He said for help with the fun, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate it, bro.
We're gonna add that to the pot, guys. Add that to the pot. That's another $20 raised, guys. All of this is going towards this trip, guys. We're not taking it and doing anything else with it, but putting it towards whatever we're doing because, that's where we're going. So shout out to you, Tim M. Thank you again, bro. Much love and appreciate all your support, bro. Thank you.
Tim M's the show MVP right now. So.
He is the show MVP. Thank you, Tim. So back to the situation with the child support. Do any of you guys have kids? Are any of you guys concerned about this? Do you care? Is this something that passport bros who may be having issues with their baby mama or significant other, should they be worried about this? I think that it is something to worry about because, again, I believe that there's a plot and a ploy to use women against men in the United States specifically, and especially Western cultures like the UK, any first world country, most of them that kind of fall under that category. There are maybe a few where they still kind of respect men, but in the United States, it's cooked. It's really cooked. So I think that women nowadays and the men in power, it's the men in power and the women versus the everyday man. And I think that this is like, why can't he travel? Now, maybe if he's traveling and, there was a large amount of men who owed child support that were moving and never coming back or something like that. And they're just like, look, we have a unusual amount of men who owe child support who are jumping ship and, moving to these countries and somehow disappearing and never come back and not paying their child support. But most men don't do that. I would argue the majority of men deal with child support. Like they stay here, they take it on the chin, and they work and they take care of their kids, or how about, remove child support and just, do joint custody. He's with her, he's with him. Maybe, there's a small stipend, but it's not something crazy being taken out of your check. But a lot of times the guys that are dealing with these issues, they're having trouble even seeing their kids. It's not even just child support. It's like child support and she has custody or I can't see my kids. So I'm glad I don't have those problems. I'm not an expert on child law and marriage and all that stuff. I haven't been married, but those of you who have been and who have kids certainly could give us more information.
Shout out to Calais. He said the bill has to be approved by the Senate and House of Representatives. So it's not official yet, but they are going in that direction. Shout out to Banks. He said, if you have kids and you don't take care of them, you shouldn't be able to get a passport. Canada will deny your entry for just about anything, including child support. Yeah, so that's what I was saying too. Like, I think that, you know, that should be your first priority. If you have kids, you should be taking care of them. You should be working out that situation. You should still be able to travel if you take care of your responsibilities, but you know, is you got to work out that situation if that's you. So
Absolutely. So, in conclusion, guys, just to kind of close out this particular topic, again, I think it is something to be worried about. If they're doing this, there may be other things they do. If you owe anything that has to do with a woman, alimony, you owe child support, you owe uh, whatever else they add on to fucking you breaking up with your wife or whatever. And you don't even have to be married to owe child support. So that even is an exclusion. So I think as men, we have to understand that there are barriers that we have to break through that women just don't have to deal with. There's double standards that women don't have to deal with. And it is what it is. You can sit there and cry, or you could try to get yourself in a better situation or put yourself in a better situation and make better decisions. Okay. All right. Moving on to the next topic. Let's just a segue out of that, guys, because I think it is important to talk about it. We were watching an Andrew Tate interview earlier, myself and Al, and I want to kind of segue because Andrew Tate, obviously, you know, back in 2021, 2022, he was very popular, Googled millions and millions of times. And, you know, schools were adjusting their curriculum around the young men in those schools talking about Andrew Tate, following him, reciting some of the things he was saying. And this particular part of the interview that I'm going to play just shows the power that women have, especially in the West. And it's turning the world into this because, again, if you're at the top, women are to be protected, right? And when I put that in quotes, because these guys at the top are using women that really don't even need protection, and they're kind of making them the damsel in distress. They can kind of find a woman, right? Like for example, chat, if you were an assassin, the best way to get a man would be through a woman, right? Or even if a female was an assassin, she could easily delete a guy, right? It's just like what happens in Colombia with AKA what, chat?
The devil's breath.
If you want to catch a man up, you catch him pants down, literally. You get him when he's trying to have sex with this woman, or he's vulnerable, because that's how we are vulnerable as men. We fall in love with, you know, or with sex, right? And women kind of fall in love with their mind, but we're trying to just smash every bad chick that walks past us. So this part of this particular interview, Andrew's talking about the case against him. He talks a little bit about his influence. And I just want to play a little bit of this. We won't play too much, but it's a really good interview. And if you guys have time, definitely check it out. It's on the Jack Neal podcast. Let me move that and put this up here. All right, here it is. All right, here we go.
But that's why it's a numbers game. They call 1,000 women. They only need one. I mean, if you call 1,000.
And this is the preface, this guys, he's talking about how he got a bunch of cases pinned on him, and how the government, how they pinned these cases on him and found random women to say that he raped them, or they basically, all right, we need some dirt on him, and how they use women to bring down men.
Women, and ask who is an angel. Literally. Do you believe you're an angel from heaven, or do you believe you were born from your mother? Think about it for a day. I'll call you back tomorrow. If you call 1,000, one of them will go, you know what? I've actually been thinking about it, and I've been thinking about my experiences in life. And you know what? Maybe I am an angel. Literally. You could find a woman, if you call 1,000 of them, to admit she's a fucking fruit salad, bruv. Anything. So all you have to do is get one of them to what? Not get one of them to break in an 8-hour interrogation. This is why the police do it, because they know they get what they want. They always get what they want. They can do it to you. The second you piss them off, they just get a list of chicks and lean on them and get what they want. Everyone knows this. They did it with Trump. To our president, they found E. Jean Carroll, a psycho who admits, I don't remember the rape, but I remember being raped.
Great, guys. Sorry. He says the R word on this. I don't know how they let it go through, but maybe mean, he is. But YouTube, you know, they let other
They pick and
people.
choose.
Yeah, he's got 3.3 million subscribers. So
What the fuck are we talking about? Convicted him, started calling him a felon. Like, on what planet are we? We all know that's bullshit, but they still do it. And people still sit there and go, oh my God, he's accused of fucking clown show.
Everyone has an accusation except for Nick Fuentes, and he's a virgin, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I think one of the reasons, probably the only reason Nick is still on the internet is because he avoids women. Because if he had had a sexual history by now, they would have caught him.
all right, we'll stop it there. We'll play a little more in a moment. But I want you guys to understand, we're unpacking this very slowly. He's saying what I said. The reason why Nick Fuentes, who's very controversial, says a lot of stuff about Black people, says a lot of stuff about Jewish people. He, you know, is frequently on the Fresh and Fit show. He's always saying these jarring things. But one thing that Nick doesn't do is he's not really out and about dealing with slurs. And that's one way that they get you, is that they get girls who are loose or put girls in front of you, get you vulnerable, slip something in your drink, get you caught up, guy comes in, robs you, deletes you, whatever it is. Andrew was easy to get to because he was always around women. He admittedly said he ran a cam business, right? He's on camera boasting and bragging about things that can sort of incriminate him, depending on what country or what, you know, what these people at the top, the elites, want to do. So he's basically telling you guys that there are people in power, right? That's what I was talking about before, that use women to ruin men. And if you have influence, influence is power. So if you're a rapper, you're a basketball player, you're LeBron James, you're Michael Jackson, you're Prince, we will off you, right? All these people, Prince and Michael Jackson allegedly overdosed or whatever happened, but we will off you because you have this influence. If we feel that you are not speaking about what we want you to speak about. At this point in your life, we've allowed you to be famous. And, you know, we've given you these hit records. Yes, you're talented, but we've put these writers here. We did this, we did that. This is what they mean by like sell your soul. So without getting too deep into it, to kind of reel it back to women and what's going on, even with this whole passport revocation thing that's happening with guys because they owe child support. We live in a society now where people at the top are basically, you know, using women as pawns. And we just have to kind of deal with it because women are the weaker sex. And it's kind of like, you know, this guy still has an ongoing case. Andrew Tate is still dealing with issues that happened almost, 4 or 5 years ago of accusations that weren't even true. So this is the world we live in. This is why we tell you guys to get the fuck out of here, get your passports as quickly as you can.
Get your passport, nigga.
Get into a society where you are respected. If you do deal with a girl here, tread lightly and really, really, really vet her. I don't date women here in the United States and take them serious until at least 8 to 12 months, about a year of dating before I say, okay, I'll take this woman serious. And most women, after about 4 to 6 months, they fall off. And I'm happy. I learn all about them. I learn if they're kind of if they were a hoe in the past. I get all the information I need to. I wait till we have our first argument or 2 or 3 arguments, and I see how she acts. You cannot take women in the United States serious, especially up front. You have to vet them properly. Al, you got anything?
Yeah. As far as what you said with the women, it's absolutely right. You know, I'm rewatching Boardwalk Empire. Great show. One of my all-time favorites. But they, you know, constantly are just, it shows you how politics actually is and how everything works. You know, some of the politicians are electing certain people because they're good at construction, but then they have them in their pocket. Hey, I need you to do this. I'm going to buy up all the land. Then we're going to build on it. Then we're going to sell it back to the state. It's just all this stuff going on behind the scenes. So with women, you know, they are going to use them. They've been used to manipulate people since biblical times. There's stories in the Bible of kings being manipulated by women and just, you know, things like that. So, you know, it's been like that since the dawn of time, and it's going to continue to be like that, especially if you're not good with women, which a lot of people aren't. But even if you are good with them, you have one moment of weakness, you know, you can get, you know, got. So That's why we're here. We try to teach you guys, you know, certain things to try to help you with dealing with these women overseas, especially, but here in the States, you know, a lot of them are similar. And, you know, as Steve said with Andrew Tate, you know, if they're asking thousands of women, you know, did you do this? Did you do that? Eventually one's gonna, you know, say that he did something, especially if they're bribing her or they're trying to find certain things. So thought this interview was very interesting. Shout out to Tyler. He said Nick is Skittles. I think so too. I think so too. A lot of times these people that just they're just haters and they hate on all these other races and things like that. It's because they're inferior, they're not good with women. A lot of times they are in that community, you know, things like that. So I wouldn't be surprised if he was. I wouldn't be surprised if he was. Shout out to Anton. He said, as long as you have a payment arrangement with the state that you pay child support, you can request to travel. You can't travel if you pay support out of pocket. Okay. Yeah. So that's the way the laws are now. I'm guessing they're going to get more strict with these new laws that they're looking to pass. So yeah, it's going to change some things for some people, but as I said, the vast majority of men are single and childless. So it's not going to really affect the majority, but you know, there will be some that are affected by this stuff.
Yeah, and I think we should all read into the law once maybe it comes out, or if it's passed or about to be passed, kind of put in front of the House of Representatives and the Senate. I think that we would need to check to see and read in between the lines, and just to see if they've added any, you know, additives to it. Like right now, what you're saying is certainly may be true, Anton. But right, there could be some things where they update it or say if you owe child support in general, you can't travel, right? So I'm not saying that's what it is, but we definitely need to keep an eye on this, especially if Trump is trying to pass something, because apparently there's already, as Calais said, there's already something in place. So then why would they need to pass something, right? You don't need to pass a bill to enforce it, from what I understand, right? If the bill has already been passed and the law has already been made, then it's just more about enforcing it. So what are they trying to pass? Is it a new bill or an update to this current one that we have? I don't know. So we just need to make sure we're paying attention to it, or at least those of you who have children and owe child support here in the United States. You just have to be careful. You know, again, there are guys who take advantage of these laws. There are guys who don't take care of their kids, right? I'm not trying to champion men just going off and around and doing what they want, and then being able to travel around the world, right? Again, guys, your pullout game needs to be strong. Okay, nut on her face, boobies, or leg.
Look, he fucking nutted on my fucking leg.
Okay, if you're gonna bust inside, then you know you have to kind of deal with those consequences that can come with that here in the United States, unfortunately. Okay. Let's play a little bit more of this Andrew Tate interview, and then we'll go on to the next topic. But I found it to be very interesting. Andrew's extremely smart, and he speaks in codes sometimes, or he kind of speaks around things on purpose because he knows if he says too much, it'll anger the higher ups. One of the great things about Andrew Tate and Candace Owens and those that have been speaking out against these people in power is that the conspiracy theories that I used to watch when I was younger, I remember when I was in my, you know, early teens, late teens, early college years, I would watch, oh, they run the military, and there's people who have infiltrated and they are satanic, and there's these rituals, and there's these kids and their PDF files, and they're going to these islands and they're doing these little bohemian forests rituals and all this stuff and setting things on fire. And like, we're now seeing that it's actually true with all these files that are coming out. And so if you tie it all together of who's doing it, where they're from, you know, what the motives are, it's all real. People used to bash those fucking conspiracy theorists. Yeah, it's a bunch of bullshit. You don't know. Why don't you just worry about your life? Yeah, well, yeah, you could go about your business and not care that little kids are getting abducted and stuff like that, but until it's your kid or until it affects you somehow. So this is wrong. This is like morally wrong what these people are doing in power. And Andrew has been a what's the word, martyr. He's been the person to kind of throw himself in front of it, and literally he could get deleted just for talking about it because these guys are basically the mob. So, you know, they say free speech, but it's not really free speech. It's free speech until we get mad at what you say, and then we delete you. All right, let's play a little more.
Nick's problem is that you get 3 lives. The first life is to cancel you. They've already canceled him, but now he's kind of back. So he did good, but they canceled me and I came back. I invented coming back from cancellation. I was the first motherfucker to ever get canceled and get bigger. First one. Nick got canceled, didn't get bigger. He disappeared for a long time. I got canceled and got bigger. Realest nigger alive. I invented that. Second, they try and put you in jail. Third, they kill you.
I love it.
The problem that Nick has, and I actually really like Nick, is that if his taxes are in order and he ain't touching women, they haven't got much they can get him with on stage 2. And that.
All right, listen, guys, they get you first on women, and then they look if you have back taxes because they know most people don't pay taxes or they're bad at filing their taxes. So they'll get you on that and put you in jail, and then they can delete you or put you in jail for years and years and years, which they do to a lot of people.
Doesn't mean they let you off. That means they skip stage 2, and they just kill you. Let's talk about Charlie Kirk. Why did they not just put him in jail? Because no one's going to believe Trump's DOJ prosecuting Charlie Kirk.
All right, we'll stop it there. We don't need to go into the Charlie Kirk conversation, but he basically says that Charlie Kirk had his taxes in order. He had a wife and kids. They didn't really have any dirt on him, and I guess there was something he was going to speak about that they didn't like, so they deleted him. The moral of the story is, yes, there are people in power. They use women. They use whatever they can. They're basically the mob. They run the CIA, FBI, so on and so forth. And if you do something that goes against them and you get too much influence where you can, say, hey, guys, go down to this place and burn it to the ground. Like, I do believe Tate did have enough influence. He could tell men at one point to tell men to go and do something, and they would go and do it. And that scares them. Okay, that scares them. And rightfully so. But they don't want anybody to take them out of the position that they're in. But they're also PDFs doing satanic stuff. It's like they're not good people. So anyway, moving forward, I think, chat, when it comes to women, my question to you guys is it time to start, leaving and ignoring American women? Okay. I still have, my Tinder on my phone. I still have my Bumble. From time to time, I will entertain dating here in the United States, but I really don't take it serious. Me and Al frequently joke about it. But there is a seriousness of like, look, what's the point of dating here? It's pretty much cooked. What's the point of at least getting married? If it's not, I'm not gonna say I'm not talking about easy to get in a woman's pants, but if it's not like easy to talk to her and it's not a high interest, I just don't waste my time anymore. And as you get older, guys, you'll realize when you're in your late 20s, really, I'll say in your 30s, early 30s, mid 30s, late 30s, you'll start to realize that time is of the essence, and spending time dealing with women who have bad attitudes or playing games or whatever it is, you just don't have time. You want to kind of get to what you're going to get to. Bitch, are we going to fuck, right? Are we going to go out on this date? Are we going to kiss? Are we going to do and it's not you're on these dates having an attitude, but you don't have time for the little games. But this is also why being an older man works when you're with a not super young woman, like in the teens, right? I like to date like 21, 22, 23. But this is why, like, if you're 35, it's good to date like a 22, 23, 24-year-old, because she's kind of getting into her womanhood. You're old enough to not deal with the games. Because when you're younger and you're dealing with women, she's playing games with you and you're like accepting it. When you're 35, she's playing games and you're like, bitch, I done seen this before. This happened to me in college. This isn't gonna work. And so she actually kind of gets in line with you more because you can handle the little games she's played because you've been through them. So I want to bring up just a couple things about passport bros in general. Is it time to leave? Is it time to go? Is it time for men to start looking outside of the United States seriously and really date women that aren't, you know, from here. Don't even bring them back here. You know, literally, maybe once every, you know, I don't say once a year, but a couple times a year, you just travel and see your girlfriend, like almost have long distance relationships, or really have an initiative to live overseas permanently. Let's just play. It's kind of like a montage of different videos here, but we'll just play a few of them, and you guys can let me know what you think. The title is "American Women Are Losing It as Passport Bros Publicly Ignore Them." Okay, is it time to start ignoring American women? All right, let's see if it plays.
Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Alpha Central. I'm your host, Jack, and today we're taking a look at passport bros when they just can't stop winning. But let's jump right in, right after you subscribe, of course.
Disclaimer, this video was made for strictly comedic/artistic purposes. No offense is intended towards...
Men are traveling overseas to find wives. Why? I'm right here. I'm single.
No,
why? I want to be married.
Right, but I'm saying, do you typically see women traveling overseas to find
men are
husbands?
traveling overseas to countries that have less money and less education, it's because they want a woman who is dependent on them for their livelihood, for their resources, to have a good life. And I don't think that that is a good thing.
Well, she pretty much answered the question without even realizing it.
So, chat, do you think that's a good thing that a woman depends on you for her livelihood? Do you think it's smart to go to a country where they're less fortunate, making less money, and the woman is depending on you? A lot of women here will say, oh, yeah, well, if he leaves me, I won't have anything. Well, judging by your logic, if she was poor before, she wouldn't have had anything anyway.
Yeah.
So that really doesn't make any sense, right?
And why are you thinking about worst case scenario?
Right.
Instead of
stupid
best case.
Exactly. And that's the problem with women, is they always look at, or a good amount of them always look at the worst thing that could possibly happen. When as men, we're not thinking of the worst case scenario when we're going into a relationship with them. We're thinking of the best case scenario most time, or at least the medium case scenario, but not the worst. So that whole, you know, if he leaves me, then I'm gonna be shit out of luck and I don't have anything. Well, I guess, yeah, maybe if you have, you know, 2 kids by him, your body's all fucked up, and now you're like, you know, whatever. But even then, right? And that's why they have child support here in the United States. You get something out of that, right? That's the whole point. That's why you marry before you carry. But the main thing is women always use that. And in the United States, they have the right to go and get a job and do what they want to do. So it's weird. It doesn't really make any sense. But yeah, men want women to depend on them. That's what makes us happy. That's what keeps us going. A woman that we come home to that's happy that I'm bringing home the bread. I'm not saying she can't work, but women typically look up, they date up, they want a man that's doing better than them. So I don't know why they're complaining. It doesn't really make any sense.
This is just a public service announcement for all of the Japanese women who want to go out on dates with foreign men. Before you go on that date with him, ask him why the women back home won't date him.
Foreigner.
Thank you.
If you're already on the date, ask yourself, if this behavior was coming from a Japanese man, would I be embarrassed or turned off? The answer is probably yes, and you should probably leave.
She should leave them alone. How bitter do you have to be to get in the middle of 2 people dating?
How did you even start this whole thought of coming over here and meeting someone?
A bad marriage, trying to do the dating market in America at my age, it's not happening. I started hearing about Southeast Asia, specifically about Philippine women, traditional values and their morals and their good looks. What am I doing sitting here when I can go there and maybe find something I've been looking for my whole life?
Fair play to him. He got on a plane and stopped playing a losing game.
Now, I know a lot of women are saying she just wants him for his money. Look at her. She doesn't even look like she likes him. Oh my God. Da, 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 da. Hey, man, as long as he's happy, she ain't out fucking no other dudes. And guys, sometimes we just want the thing to fucking work. Like, right, ladies? Like, I just want this fucking laptop to work. I just want my cell phone to work. It's not about, you know, I'm sure she likes him or loves him to some degree, but like, it's not, we're not, as men, we're not thinking. It's like when men sell women a dream and they're like, oh, he's love bombing her. Yeah, bitch, love bomb me, right? You can love bomb me as long as you're not, like I said, sucking no other dude's D, cheating on me, and you're being loyal. If you're with me for your money, I don't care. I'm with you because you're hot and you're young and you have a fat ass, right? Like I can pick little things about you that seem superficial, right? But at the end of the day, if she's doing what you want her to do and being using her the duty that she's supposed to be as a woman and the things that you're aligning her with, and she aligns with you, then it's all fine. The love will come later. Like it's like this woman right here. If she's where's she at?
Something I've been looking for my
Fair play to
Okay, if that's his woman, right? Let's say she is with him for the money, right? But he's with her because she's young, she's hot, she's Filipina. He's had a bad marriage here in the United States, and she's willing to just for the money, she's willing to go, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I can cook and clean. That's easy. Is that all you need? And I get to go and shop and this and that. And you want to have 2 kids? I want to have kids too. Sure. It works.
It's a win-win.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get why
6,
people
7.
think that it's one-sided, and I don't understand that.
Yeah. Like, you guys got to stop. Like, we're not the ones that necessarily want to marry for like the Aladdin, Little Mermaid story. Like, yes, I'm sure there's going to be ups and downs and hiccups, and maybe she doesn't love him, and oh my God, but you don't necessarily need that to make it work, guys. Marriage and especially like procreating is about procreating and furthering the human, race. It's not about love, guys. If we don't procreate and we have all these marriage issues that they're having in Japan, which they were just talking about, and all these other places, yeah, then the society dwindles down and we don't have enough kids, and we're wondering why the population is depleting so fast. It's because people think they're too good to have kids with other people. That's basically what it is in a nutshell. I'm too good. I want to work. I want to be a boss bae, F men, and then we don't excel as a society. Like that's terrible. Think about if there's an alien race out there many galaxies away. Are they doing the same shit? Are they fucking sitting? No, man. They a lot of them probably understand, like, look, we have to fucking keep going. We have to have babies. Like ant colonies and bee colonies and all those, they understand. We have to keep making this larva and keep doing this shit and hornets' nests and whatever it is so we can keep going. Otherwise, we are extinct and there's less people. So women are never really going to look at it that way because they're getting hypnotized by all this propaganda. But like these other women in these other cultures are raised with family, respect for men, and they understand, like I said, even in the Philippines, they still marry their daughters off. So like in my younger years, I had a cousin, he was a doctor, and I had another cousin who was a lawyer. They were brothers, and both of their wives were Filipino, and their Filipino moms were like trying to hook them up with them. Like, yo, please. They finally got married. And I don't even know if they really liked them all like that, but like they were adamant. Look, they're good. Marry, have babies. And yeah, it worked out. They're still married, and those Filipino women, they actually do live here in the United States in Detroit, but they didn't like leave them or anything. But they also got the top percentage of men. What do you think, Al? I know you were gonna. You have anything?
Your boy's back, social loner.
Yeah, I know. I don't care about social
cornball. But yeah, I agree 100%. Is about furthering the human race, and a lot of people in the United States, I mean, how many girls, if you go up to just a random group of girls, let's say there's 5 or 6 girls, how many of them want to have 2 or 3 kids?
There none.
Yeah, you can go up to like a group of 10 girls, maybe one, I'd say maybe 1 or 2, let's say 15%, let's say 1.5 on average out of a group of 10 want to have 2 to 3 kids.
Absolutely.
It's not going to work. It's not going to work. So I agree 100%. And one of my really good friends is married to a Filipino chick, and she takes good care of him. Her family, her dad actually, instead of saving up for a college fund, saved up for a wedding fund. And her whole entire life was putting money away. Instead of for her to go to college, it was for her to get married instead. And she ended up meeting my friend, and they've been married for probably about 4 or 5 years now. Everything's good. So shout out to them, and their culture gets it. Not only is it a good deal for this chick, but I'm sure that this guy's taking care of her family, her mom, her dad, all of that stuff, because that's part of their culture too. So it's worth it. It's worth it.
100%. So yeah, I just need you guys to understand that, you know, this is at a certain point in your life as a man, especially that guy's age. He's probably in his 60s, maybe. There's a certain point where you just, again, you've been through it. You've been through the ringer. This guy, yeah, he's probably in his 50s, 60s. You just want a woman. You want to live the rest of your, 20 years of being healthy. He's probably, like I said, 50, 60 years old. He probably ain't got much time before he really can't walk as good and talk as good. You want to enjoy your fucking life, man. These women, that's all they care about is their happiness, right? And as men, we have to start putting our happiness and putting ourselves first. Because if you put a woman before you, right, you're gonna fail. And when a lot of these marriages, they fail in the West, they fail in the United States. And it's funny how these guys can literally go overseas and find a woman very quickly, get married, and live happily ever after with no issues. Okay, so shout out to him for finding a woman, and hopefully it works out. It doesn't always work out overseas. It's not always a story like this, but for the most part, those women over there do respect men. And even if they're out there to get the guy's money, hey, at least they're smart enough to just fucking be good women, right? Like the women here, there's too many options. They're being told they don't need men, and they're being told, well, if you divorce them, you'll get half. So just divorce them and then marry another guy, or marry the guy you actually wanted, right? It's bullshit. So yeah, going over to a country where women are making less money is better for you if you're a man like this, because the women don't have a bunch of options there to go and do that and be scumbags. They respect men on top of that. So they're not just looking to do that. Are there some horror stories in the Philippines I've heard about? Absolutely. I've heard women are, something with like properties and stuff. But trust me, guys, there's far less issues that happen overseas than the issues that happen here in the United States. So I would put my eggs in that basket rather than the one here in the United States for any day. All right, let's play a few more.
I'm sitting here when I can go there and maybe find something I've been looking for my whole.
Fair play to him. He got on a plane and stopped playing a losing game.
Yeah, she's cooking for you every day because she wants to get that green card. Melissa, my friend, even if we don't cook every day, we can still get green card. And have you not noticed that a lot of your people in the Western world, they go to the Philippines to find us Filipina? Yep, that's right. And you know what I discovered in the Western world, especially Western women? Cooking for their husband is a big deal, and apparently it's hard to do. But for us Filipina, cooking is nothing. Cooking is super easy thing to do. We can cook everything, and heck, we can even cook our husband if they cheat on us. And I know that a lot of girls here in the Western world, they cook their husband microwavable food. If not, McDonald's and French fries.
If feeding your husband and kids feels like oppression, maybe you're just not meant to get married.
Okay. Yeah, this is that bullshit that spreads. Spreads to the Filipina culture and taints it. So this is what we were talking about the other day. But yeah, it's if women just knew what men wanted, it's like, no, a lot of guys aren't going to bring them back to the United States. Only idiots would bring them back to the United States. She's not cooking, need a green card. And a lot of Filipina women, aren't going to just leave if their husband cheats on them. It's not the same. So, could it happen? Yes. Could they cook them BS meals? Yes. But like I said, these people like to think of the absolute worst case scenarios and try to make it seem like there's not a difference in the culture and in the quality of the women. So, yeah.
All right, let's play a couple more.
I'm not seeing the women in these situations write about what a great time they're having. I'm not seeing any at all. Like not a single peep, not a single comment has been from a woman in this situation saying, well, I love being rescued from my poor village in XYZ city and state, and my man treats me with the dignity and respect that I know for a fact I get from a person who is a feminist.
Again, guys, the more money they make, the more opportunity they get, the more they keep wanting. Women cannot climb back down the ladder. This is why in certain, I think, Arab cultures and countries, they have strict rules on women. I'm not saying that necessarily is something we should implement, but that's why they do it, because the more you give them, the more you let them, show skin, show their tits, show their ass, the more Women like attention, guys. It's just a natural thing. This isn't a misogyny thing. It's just women just naturally like to be seen and be looked at and get likes and all this stuff. So you give them Instagram, you give them TikTok, you allow them to shake their ass, you give them OF, you give them corn sites. There's going to be women, and then women are going to look up to those women, that are doing those things. So, this woman's making some point that, you go to XYZ country and, that's why men are going there because the women are so poor. Well, unfortunately, Asian woman, I don't know your fucking name. Yeah, the poorer the country, the more better the women act. It's unfortunate. I wish I could go to a country where women were prosperous and had businesses and they had education, they had their PhD and all this stuff, and they could be nice and humble young ladies and marry men and live happily ever after. But unfortunately, women who are educated and have a bunch of money, they like to throw it in men's faces. I'll tell you guys a quick story. I was dating a girl. We went on basically went to this concert. She was acting out. I called her out and we ended up getting into a big argument, and the concert cost me like $500. And I wasn't complaining about it. I just looked at it as a loss. I lost out on $500. We ended up leaving everything. And I was just telling her, like, I paid all this money. Not that I wanted it back from her, but I'm like, yo, I just paid for front row tickets. We're at this concert. You're being an asshole. You're being a bitch. And it's unacceptable. I'm going to have to break this off. I'm not going to be in a relationship with a girl that's doing that. I'm not. Like, you can do that to some other loser, lame ass nigga, but you're not going to do that to me. First thing she said back to me was, I'll give you the money back. I can cash app it to you right now. If it's about the $500, it's not about the $500, but if you want to cash app it back, you certainly can, bitch. I'll take it. You don't got to tell me twice. But it was more like, everything I said to her of how poor of a woman she was acting, how she was embarrassing me, her, and us. I always tell people, you're embarrassed your man, yourself, and the unit, because you guys are walking in holding hands. So it just looks like you don't, as the man, have it under control, and that it just looks funny. Everyone's looking at you, laughing at you. She's drunk, acting a fucking fool. And her first thing back to me was not to try to savor the relationship, was not, I'm sorry, babe. And that's why I knew it was time to go. Stop her to get the fuck out, right? But basically, she ended up cash apping me the money and thought that was cool. Like, she thought like she did something, like, here, yeah, like, I'll throw this 500. Y'all don't need this shit. I make money. It was like almost like a masculine thing. Like, maybe a guy would do that, to a girl or something like that if she paid for something, I guess. But like, I paid for it, and she just thought she was so cool. And this is a woman that's not from here, but she moved here when she was younger, and she's adopted all the things that women are taught here in the United States. So yeah, I'll rather take a girl that either, she doesn't have to be poor per se, but she has to be from a background that respects men. I would charge you guys, those of you who want to marry or date women in the United States, date a woman who has her father in her life. Number one, if she doesn't have her father, that's a big red flag. Or date a woman who has brothers. But typically brothers and her father in her life is even better. Like, that's, oh, you're cooking, because she has a sympathy for men. She understands what her brothers went through most of the time, if she wasn't completely coddled by her mom. Some guys who have daughters, they just like, your mom will deal with it, your mom, and then that fucks it up. But like, a woman who truly was a daddy's girl, she's a winner here in the United States. I would say that's the best type of woman to go for. Otherwise, you're gonna have problems 9 out of 10 times. Sorry to say it, but it's the truth. I'm saying it by experience. Al, you got anything on that before we go to the next video?
No.
Okay. All right, guys, let's bring up Shira 7, the sprinkle lady, real quick. We're gonna roll through 2 of these, and then we'll probably get on to the haters that like to talk shit on Mentuition. But Shira, I think we've brought this up before. This might be a newer one. Let me see how long ago this was. 2 years ago. So we may have brought this up. We'll play a couple little snippets of it because it's been a little while, and it was probably on the channel that got banned. But Shira is a woman that says sprinkle. She has this thing where she tells women and teaches young ladies to get the bag, even if he's ugly, close your eyes. She says very funny things like, don't worry about, you get the money, go out and shop. Who cares? I actually agree with some of the stuff she says. Like, who cares if he's fucking other bitches, if he's taking care of it, whatever. Who cares if he's ugly or not funny, right? But she does also encourage cheating behavior. Have one that pays your bills. Have one that gives you rides to and from work. Have one that does this. So she's basically telling women to use men as utility. Basically get the bag. So I wish Kevin Samuels was still around, guys. Unfortunately, he's passed, but these are the people that kind of spawned after Kevin Samuels and are sort of allowed to say these things without any sort of pushback, because Kevin really had the best show and really could do a good job of breaking this kind of bullshit down. But let's just play a little bit of it real quick.
Y'all go get those books, sprinkle, sprinkle. So welcome. We're going to be talking about Passport Bros again. A lot of people are asking me to comment and what do I think about these types of situations. And I'm like, they don't bother me. I don't think they should bother you guys. They just can't afford American women, okay? I mean, we can't help that, okay? Four figures in a call center check is not going to cut it these days. So they got to go abroad, okay? Okay, let me get my water. Y'all don't want, sorry, I'll hit the mic. Y'all don't want them. We don't care. Let them go, okay? Let them go, because you know why? They can't afford you. They don't even like you. They don't like you. They can't afford you. They don't like you because they can't afford you. The women look better overseas though, but they look the same as they looked before. They don't. I mean, you mean they look better than American women? Okay, but yet you can't even get an American woman.
Okay, that logic actually didn't make any sense. He's saying they look better overseas, meaning he doesn't want to get an American woman. So yes, he's going overseas to get an American woman. So as you guys can see, there's a satire in the way Shira acts. She laughs after she insults young men who are traveling. She finds it funny. There's a lot of women, guys. If you see a woman who follows this woman, her name's, I think, Shira7 Sprinkle Sprinkle on Instagram, that's a red flag. I can go into my Instagram right now and look at a bunch of girls that are on my Instagram that follow this woman, and I would never date any of those women because that means they subscribe to this. And I'm very serious about that. Women will do this thing. If you like this political person, I can't date you. Well, if you follow Shira7 and I see that you follow her, I'm out. Or I'm smashing. Recreational use only, as Myron and Fred say. I'm not taking you serious as a woman because this woman is literally preaching filth to women. Again, there are some things she says that I actually agree with and that I do find her to be funny, but that doesn't mean I agree with what she's saying entirely. So she's saying, oh, you can't afford women. That's why, you would travel because you have a call center check making 4 figures. So again, shitting on the men who make the world go around, shitting on the guys who take these jobs and that may be working their way up. It's not a way that you should be talking. That's not how you uplift men. She's not uplifting men at all. Her thing is fuck them, fuck the brokies, right? That Lotto song, brokies. She's that kind of female.
I find it funny that the women with the wigs, a face full of makeup, overweight, telling men that they can't afford them, they can't get with them, they're not good enough. I find that hilarious. So yeah.
She started a perfume line called Dust Free because she calls men dusties.
Yeah.
So she has a whole cologne, guys.
And she's gonna be single forever, and she's gonna be
dusties
when she's 40. She's already
in her 40s.
Yeah. When she's like 47, 48, it's gonna click, and then she's gonna be posting like all them other chicks, Vivica A. Fox and Stacey Dash and Maya, all them.
Yep.
Except for they were actually hot, smoking hot. So,
yep.
It's the same old story, man.
Yep. And here's one more clip, and then we'll move on to this other story we have that we have in our Discord here. But let's just play one more clip.
What if he says he won't pay the bills unless we are boyfriend and girlfriend, but want to be married? How should I date? Tell him you got to see if he can afford to pay bills first before you can see if he's boyfriend material. Okay. Mattress.
Women are taking this advice,
Thank
guys.
you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I appreciate
These
you.
are women asking questions. Most of black women.
Passport Bros to me, I don't even know why y'all chose that name. Why bros? So a lot of times, okay, so let's say a Dusty asks you out for coffee in America, okay? And you're a 5 since he's rating people. A Dusty asks out a woman who's a 5 on a scale. It's a coffee. She's going to say no, okay? Dusty goes to whatever country across the sea and asks out, a lady that he meets over there to dinner. Okay. It's going to cost about the same as one of your coffees. in America. Okay, so if a man who takes you out for drinks and dinner in a third world country is only spending the amount that a coffee costs one person in America.
He's a smart man. But let's continue on. I don't know what's
better looking, better acting. I don't see what the
she finds this to be funny. Yeah, I don't, let's see where she's going with the chat, and then we'll move on. But let maybe she'll land the plane.
So I'm like, you know what? If that's where you can afford to go, that's where you can afford to go. And if the women are attracted, or if their women are attractive to you, even better, bonus points. But yes, I definitely feel like if I was a dusty man with a 4-figure salary that worked at a call center, and I had to figure out what I was going to do if I ever wanted to check off my bucket list of being with a woman that, you know, was attractive and someone I could never really have unless I had money, I would definitely go overseas with my call center check.
All right, so shame, insults, guilt.
What's that shit right here
on her lip?
That extra smiley shit, like
Dimples?
She got the Joker
up here.
The up there, the Joker shit.
She does these like weird faces, you know. She So shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right, guys. Kevin Samuels will cook this woman. She's basically saying she kind of started by saying, well, if he wants to go over there, it should have been let him do that. That's him. But he's still a dusty, and right. She couldn't even really find an insult, but just by saying he has a 4-figure check.
Cool. You have the shit that Heath Ledger had.
Right. Yeah, she's.
Well, no, I got the scars, like that shit. What is that? You know, and you're trying to cover it up with makeup, and it's not even working. Like.
And these are from men that don't make 4-figure checks. Like she thinks she's doing something, but there are men that make 5 figures, 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures that wouldn't touch a woman like this with a 10-foot pole. So it's funny that she's giving out advice to women on how to get men, or the passport bros, or this and that. Again, man, if you can make it work and make it shake with your 4-figure call center job in another country, you go and do that, man. The women are going to be better acting, better looking, and the food's better, the cost of living's lower, right? Women have no problem putting themselves in positions, because that's what they're doing here, guys. Before we move on, the last thing I'll say is what this woman is teaching is to get the bag and put yourself in a better position. But she's so stupid and dumb, that she's talking about men who are putting themselves in the best position possible, right? She should respect game recognize game. She should actually be like, look, I ain't mad at it. If a guy want to go overseas because the way he feels that the women are better acting, and he's seen it or experienced it, and he can make his $3,000-4,000 a month and succeed over there, he should do it. Because I'm telling women, go after the guys that are making 6 figures a month, or you're right, that are making this crazy kind of money, and I'm teaching them how to do this and put themselves, even if they're a 5 or a 4 or not so good looking, how they can get the bag and get the right. You should be on the side of guys that are trying to make a change. But it's like I said, it's this rhetoric that, oh, well, he's dusty, and if he ain't got the drive. Look, not everybody's going to be rich. Not everybody's going to make 6 figures. Not everybody's going to be a millionaire. Let's be honest. But you have these mediocre women who also aren't that bad, who also aren't even making that much money, looking down upon men who are making the same salary, or sometimes they're making even less than the men. So the problem with her ideology is that she's teaching basic bitches, right? There are basic men too. Don't get it wrong. There's basic steady Eddie guys that just go to work and go home and get a small paycheck. That's what they do. But there's also women that do that. And she's basically teaching the women that watch her, that are very average to below average, to want more when they can't get more. Just like she's saying the guys can't get more. So that's the problem, guys, in the West, is that we have women like this that women follow, and they think that they're better than the guys that actually they're in line with. It fucks up the dating market. That's why I say get your fucking passports and get the fuck out of here. What's the point of being here? It's completely and utterly pointless.
Get your passport, nigga.
Is this not identical? Is this not spot on? Is this not?
Yeah, that's exactly.
You wanna know how I got these scars? Like, come on, man. You are not as high. I know you think you're a 10. You are not a 10.
Yeah, man. All right. Moving on, chat. Let's talk about our guy. Chief Keef.
Bitches love Sosa.
All right. These bitches love Sosa. All right, guys. So this is, again, furthering dating being cooked in the United States, women being cooked in the United States. A bride gives Chief Keef a last chance before her marriage, an engaged woman. You've got 10 minutes. All right. Bride-to-be shoots her shot at Chief Keef, joking he's got one last chance before she gets married. All right. Let's look at this next one here. Oh, this is the video of it. Here we go.
Forever. You have 10 minutes to let me
Let me see. Here we go.
know.
Oh, we'll let it play again. We'll let it restart. Huh?
Hi guys.
I think that was on
I'm about to walk down the aisle. I have had the best day getting ready with all of my friends. I feel the most beautiful I've ever felt. This is my dress. I just can't wait to see Zach. And I'm so excited.
Zach or Keith?
Okay, let's go get married. Chief Keef, this is your last chance. Otherwise, I'm gone forever. You have 10 minutes to let me know.
Okay, so that's what she says, guys, before her actual wedding day. Apparently, this is some sort of running joke. By the way, guys, that beat was kind of hard. Hold on. This beat. Hold on, chat.
Put some ad libs.
We got to run that back turbo. This beat. Put some 808s on this motherfucker. This shit would be hard. Hold on. Listen to the bass line. Hold on. When the beat drop.
Like Will made it.
Yeah, they could make this into a fucking knocker. All right, sorry guys, got a little excited.
Bang, bang.
Bang bang.
Mike Will made it.
Mike Will made it. Yeah, man, we definitely. Okay, chat. So, so yeah, this kind of bullshit, guys, is why we say dating is cooked. I don't care if it's a joke. I don't care if it's an ongoing joke. It should have been an ongoing joke while we were in a relationship. I don't give a fuck what the fuck it is, bro. You would make a video and think, and your husband is cuck enough to approve his bride to be to say, Chief Keef, you have 10 minutes to bust my pussy down. Whatever the fuck she said is wild.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
take it from me, man. I don't even know.
Shit, man.
Shit, bro.
Shit. If she hadn't been packed up already, you got to pack that up, man.
Pack her
You
up.
got to pack it up. Pack it up, ready to go. Cancel every. Hey, I'm sorry y'all took this flight. I'm sorry y'all came all the way out here for nothing, but this is not happening. I'm gonna be the person in the back. Does anybody have any problem with this marriage? I'm raising my hand. Yeah, like pack it up. Pack it up. What are we doing? What, like girls don't want to be wives. They just want the wedding, bro. They just want the wedding. They want the party. They want that shit probably cost 100 racks. We want $100,000 wedding and be in debt, but I don't want to be a wife. I don't want to be a wife. Yeah. Johnny Cuzzo said that beautiful ass wedding. She won a ninja. I'm this white dude. I done everything, and you want a ninja with dreads? Yeah, cooked. So yeah, it's you gotta pack that up. I'm sorry y'all came all the way out here. Sorry y'all came all the way out here to wherever the fuck we are. Malibu, California, wherever we are, but yeah, we ain't. Yeah,
chat. This is the nigga that she wants right here.
300. She's 300.
This is the nigga that she wants right here, so we don't get copyrighted.
No wrong, baby.
Salsa, baby.
Jimmy, baby.
You guys want to hear the soundbite? Here we go.
Oh, blah.
Here we go. Bang bang.
Bang bang.
All right, chat. That's where we got it from.
Bang bang.
All right. I'm a DJ, man. I do this shit. Pop would enjoy this. Shout out to Pop from 63rd. Pop, we're playing your song, man. All right. This is for you, Pop.
But I will tell you this, Pop. How can I put you above Mentuition? Where you been this year?
They take your ass down. We need them bricks or something. Keep that shit 100. I keep that shit 300. I pull up in that Audi. You pull up in that Honda. Bang bang. All right, chat. Yeah, man. This was when I was in my knucklehead. I was a YN when this came out. I was like, Chief Keef is. So I'm 37. Guys, Chief Keef was a big part of my life, and he was young when he came out, but this was like when I was like 23. I was like 22, 23, 24 when he came out. So I was still young enough to be like, oh, this shit knocks, nigga. Like, I was.
You was cooling with your youngest?
I was cooling with my young niggas. Yeah, man, this was my shit. Knucklehead ass niggas. You can look at these niggas and tell they are. So this is who she says that she is giving 10 minutes to bang that pussy.
No, he has 10 minutes to get at her.
Yeah,
she's giving him a lot more than 10 minutes. She's giving him as long as it takes.
Also, a lot of these people in this video are dead, by the way, chat. Okay,
bang bang.
They literally got bang bang.
Of course.
So it's unfortunate. This is why Chicago is just not cool. But yeah. So this is the world we live in, chat, where your bride to be, and the nigga lets her do it, bro. You niggas, yo. And I fell victim to this, bro. Don't ever, if your girl has a crush, like let's say a concert's coming in town, she's like, I love Chief Keef, and do not take her to the Chief Keef concert, get her backstage passes, let her take a picture with the nigga. I did that stupid shit.
Yeah, there's one other dude I know did that shit.
Yeah. You
take L's as like
I was
earlier
young
in your life.
Yeah, I was like 23, 24.
You shouldn't be taking them same L's.
I didn't take her. I didn't get her backstage passes. I just took her to the concert. But even then,
yeah, you can't
in hindsight now,
yeah,
don't ever. Oh, I love the guy, this lead singer of the Backstreet Boys, or I love Justin Timberlake. I just love
Steve be in the back with Chris Brown, like Steve be in the after parties with Chris Brown and knows like, bro, like
yeah, man.
All that shit that he done seen.
Don't do it.
Do not do it.
Don't do it.
Do not do it. Yeah, that is cooked. But yeah, this one dude I know let his he bought his girl tickets to go with her friend to see Wiz and bought like backstages or whatever. It's like, nah, you can't do that. You can't do that.
Don't do it, chat. I'm telling you, where's this Roy guy? I'll bring you up. I'll tell you why you shouldn't do it. Hold on.
Can't do that.
Where that? Don't do it, chat.
And then they gonna be like, yo, I know y'all bought the passes, but y'all can only come back here if y'all fucking. And then it's like they gotta make a decision.
Don't do it, chat.
Gotta make an executive decision.
Don't do it.
She what?
She had a big crush on you.
For real?
Before she was very young.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Okay.
She had a crush on you before she was very young.
She what?
She had a big crush on you before.
For real? Were y'all from Toronto?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So I can get her number.
Damn, bro. Why do niggas like getting put in the cuck chair with this nigga, bro? She had such a big crush on you, bro. Yeah, this is my girlfriend of 10 years, man. This is my girlfriend of 10 years. Fucking, she fucking loves you, man.
Stupid.
She fucking loves you. She adores you, brother. She adores you. Can she take a picture? Can she take a picture with you?
Stupid.
Please. Thank you. Thank
there
you,
was
brother.
there was one I put in.
Thank you.
And then he's on one knee.
There you go. Poke it out.
Yeah.
Poke the ass out, babe. There you go.
This is you niggas. This is the Mentuition haters.
Work.
Y'all be doing dumb shit like this.
Thank you, bro. Thank you so much. Thank you so
By
much.
the way, guys, I recorded this and I couldn't help but
thank
laugh
you so
while I'm
much,
recording.
bro. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, brother.
Are you out here?
So just the backstory on this. When she walked away, guys, she came back to take a picture. He didn't even want her to come back. He's like grabbing her arm. She's like, no, I'm gonna take it. Bro, she like bitched him into coming back. I can show you guys the full video, but she literally bitched him to come back and take a picture with King. And she kept looking at him. Bro, he could have definitely took her. King's not in the business of taking guys, girls, but he could.
Ruthless.
He could.
I'm ruthless.
Yeah.
Shit. If I have niggas, if I'm 6'8" and I have niggas bringing their girlfriend up to me,
yeah. We had
I'm ruthless.
We went out. Me and King went out this past weekend, and some guy knew who King was, and he had these two girls with him, and he saw King and he saw me recording. He's like, nah, man, not today, dog. They with me. That's my girl. I'm like, that's your girl? Yeah, that's my girl. It's like, yo, King, that's my girl. King looks at him. He's like, that's your girl? Then the girl looks at him. She hears him like calling her his girl, and she like leaves. King starts laughing. We started laughing at him. We're like, bro, that's not your girl. He was willing to fight. Like, he was about to fight over a bitch that he was like, niggas, when it comes to females, bro, niggas be literally ready to crash out over bitches that aren't even theirs. Nigga was literally about to fight me and King over a girl that he walked out with the club because she was choosing King. So this girl was choosing King. You can't trust these girls, bro. You just gotta, just move on. Like, or go home and smash and just don't take her serious after that, whatever. But I would never go up to some nigga and be like, yo, you want to take a picture with King? I'll take it for you. Nah, I'm good.
Here we go.
We
I
out.
found it.
Yeah, send it. You want to text it? Or
I'll put it in the private chat.
Yeah. I'm good on that.
There's a DC Rob video we can react to, but I'll just text it to you because it's not letting me.
You say you'll text it to me?
Yeah. Bro was gonna get trashed. Yeah, he would have got molly. It was just him, and he's starting to fight with Steve and King, like over some crazy.
Hold on, guys, real quick. We got another donation. Shout out. Hold on. Let's play this song. Thank you so much for the donation.
Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. Si me quiero educar, dormir en algún lugar, un lugar para trabajar.
Guys, shout out to Bashiri. Thank you so much. Let me drop the bomb real quick. We'll show it. Thank you so much for the $10. Appreciate it, dog. Thank you so much. Yeah, man. Shout out to Mentuition, True Players. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Appreciate that $10. It's gonna go right into the pot of our Brazil fundy that we got going on that we hit. Thanks to you guys. But hey, man, send it in, guys. Every dollar counts, and it'll help us with our Airbnbs, our tickets, everything.
We already, me and Steve, putting the final touches on something that's gonna, man. We putting the final touches on something. We might announce it next show, depending on what the support's like for the next show. But
yeah, big announcement next show, guys.
It's bruh, craziness in the travel space that we're putting together. I mean, me and Steve make these plays, bro.
You wanted this, right? The DC?
Nah, the other one. We like.
There's only one in there. Oh, you texted.
I texted.
My bad. Okay, my bad. Go ahead. My bad.
We're basically the fucking offensive coordinators of the travel space here, man. We making plays. Everybody's adapting to what we're doing. We're setting the standard, man. So
trendsetters. We gotta get that.
Yeah.
Okay. Trendsetters.
It's because what's it called?
It's right here. All right, here we go. All right, this is from Rampage Jackson. Let's play this one. Shout out to Rampage, man. Been going crazy on the streams, man. This dude got some of the best streams, and he's 47, guys, 10 years older than me. And he's running. This is supposed to be a young kids game. Kai Cenat, Asho Speed. He's doing numbers.
I love you too. I love your outfit, your dress. I love it. Yeah, you look good. What's your name? Huh? Valentina. I love. That's my favorite name. Valentina. Where you from? Can I have your Instagram? Okay, I'll take the number. Fuck it. Fuck yeah. No, don't say it. Don't say it. Oh, that's your boyfriend? My bad. Hey, I didn't know, bro. I didn't know. I gotta take a piss. I didn't know.
Bruh, yeah. Yes, you cooked, my guy.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah, man.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, nah, man. There are a lot of guys, and then there's like weird cuck dudes that like that shit. And I'm good, bro. You guys, I say that for y'all, man. Your girl should have enough self-respect and respect for you as her man and as the leader of the relationship to never do that. with or without you. If she does that in front of you on camera, whether that was staged or not, I don't know, but it doesn't matter.
Shit's live.
Yeah,
most of
fuck
this,
that.
I mean, some of the stuff can be faked still, but I don't think that that's fake, bro.
Yeah, I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Regardless, it's not a funny skit to like play around with, especially if they're still like, even if let's say they actually are boyfriend girlfriend, but they thought it would be funny to do that. I still like, no, I'm not even agreeing to do that with my girl. Yeah, if you want to do a skit with some bitch that's not your girl, have at it. But if that's your real girlfriend or your real wife, why would you put her in that? You know what I mean? You do save that for the bitches that are side chicks or girls you don't care about. If you're trying to be funny, but again, I don't understand. All right, guys, we have a quick DC born Rob video we're gonna go over.
I got one more before that.
All right, well, if we do that, I think we should save because I want to get to the haters. Then I don't have much time.
Today you don't got time, cuz?
Today I do not.
It's not even a video. It's just
I got time, cuz.
shit. What's that Cardi B thing?
Well, I want to do a whole Cardi B.
Not Offset. Just we can talk about that later. But here it is. I'll pull it up.
That's on Academics' page.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can pull that up.
I'll just pull it up real quick.
Yeah, that's I just wanted to go over that real quick. The OG Scope Queen. I forgot about that.
Yeah. This right here?
Yeah. Breaking news, chat. Cardi B is beefing with Homeland Security. Breaking news. Cardi B is beefing with Homeland Security. Homeland Security put up she put up a tweet at her concert. That's what happened. She was joking. She's like, I'm gonna jump ice. I'm gonna do this if they try to pull up. Homeland Security clapped back. Says as long as she doesn't drug and rob our agents, we'll consider that an improvement over her past behavior. And then Cardi B clapped back at them and started talking about Epstein and all the other stuff. So yeah, Cardi B is beefing with Homeland Security. What are your thoughts?
The devil's breath.
I don't have any thoughts on this. I think this is fucking bullshit and it's stupid. And honestly, you know, I do think that Homeland Security won this argument, or at least the joking. But Cardi B, believe it or not, as dumb as she is when it comes to relationships,
pretty witty.
She's pretty smart and she understands that Illuminati stuff. She's actually the one person that they shouldn't do that with, because she actually likes watching conspiracy theory, satanic stuff. Like I've watched her talk about this kind of stuff. So she'll oust them for that kind of stuff. But I do find the Homeland Security tweet to be funny because we did kind of forget about that, and she was the original scopolamine queen,
The devil's breath.
and laughed about it and joked about it. And if that were a
Didn't
man,
get canceled. Nothing happened.
This is why you got to get your passports, because women can literally jokingly, not even jokingly, she was serious.
Yeah.
Get your passport, nigga.
That she scoped guys and drugged them and stuff, and
Robbed
it's almost like reparations. It's like, well, men have been hitting us for so long and drugging us. That's what they deserve. Like the guys that she drugged and robbed. Like that's she's doing that for all the women that ever got hurt by a guy. This is the mentality. It's not throw her in jail. It's not cancel her. It's no, like she's justified because she's a woman. She's weaker, and men drug women all the time. Bullshit. You drug the person, you're a scumbag.
Have you ever drugged someone, Steve?
No.
Have you ever hit a woman?
No.
Okay. Well, then this is
Yeah.
like these are the people. Real people are affected by this. So,
Yeah. 100%, man.
So, and we know people that have been drugged. It's not funny. So, it's funny that she's beefing with Homeland Security, but it's not funny that the situation. So it's kind of bullshit that, well, not kind of, it's complete bullshit that she's able to say that she did that, drugged and robbed people, and nothing happens. So
yeah. All right, let's go on to the next quick story, guys, and then we'll address the haters and we'll wind down. We'll make the addressing of the haters very short. But let's just play this. Is this
you can put on 1.5
okay,
1.25 and then
Major breaking news for Latin America.
If you're not familiar with my channel, I report the news for Sunshine, the one called. Make sure you tell him Rob sent you. Now, as the screen comes down, allow me to take a second to say thank you. Thank you to Nicaragua. Let's jump into this first one in flyer news. Man books flight to Nicaragua, lands in Japan instead. United Airlines in chaos. A traveler bought a $655 United Airlines ticket from Los Angeles to Managua, Nicaragua, including a connection in Houston. After boarding the first flight and after being airborne for 6 hours, the cabin crew informed him the plane was actually en route to Tokyo, Japan. A booking system error had routed him across the Pacific Ocean instead of to Central America. United Airlines arranged a return flight to LAX, delaying his entire trip by 2 full days.
How does that
His
happen?
checked luggage continued on to Nicaragua without him for hotels, new clothes, meals, and other essentials. United Airlines offered him first a $300 credit, later raised it to $1,000 after the incident went viral in the media.
Man, I'd have got free flights forever, or I'm gonna sue you. They'd have had to give me free United flights for the rest of my life, first class, or I'm suing you for millions of dollars.
Yeah, I'd have definitely sued for more. The thing is, the courts are going to be on the airline side. They have better lawyers. They have more money to fight it. But I would have got more than a stack.
Yeah, they'd have had to hook me up for a year.
Yeah.
Something they'd have probably been like, all right, for a year you can fly anywhere you want. Just so we want this to go under. We don't want it to go more viral. Tell them that we took care of you and we're sorry.
Yeah,
bro, that's all they need. It's public, bro. It's no skin off their teeth, guys. One person.
NDA, sign that shit. Yeah.
Man, I'd have took that shit in a minute.
But I'd have been chilling in Japan for a little bit first because Tokyo was lit.
Yeah, and they got to pay for my hotel.
Yeah,
wherever I go.
Yeah,
for a certain amount of nights.
Yep.
Okay, over to Medellin. Bad news from Aranjuez. Man beaten to death in Medellin's Aranjuez. Brutal crime shocked city. On February 5th, 2026, 45-year-old German Andres Rio Flores was savagely attacked with a blunt object in the Las Esmeraldas neighborhood of Aranjuez.
So if he was German, does that make him a
foreigner?
Okay, just wanted to double check.
Medellin. He was hospitalized the following day in critical condition and fought for his life until passing away at 8 p.m. on February 7th due to his severe injuries. Sinjin, the forensic and investigative teams immediately inspected the crime scene and launched a full inquiry to identify the perpetrators and establish the motive. This homicide is the 34th reported in Medellin in 2026, a 13% increase compared to the same period last year, and the second killing of Aranjuez so far this year. It is also one of only 3 citywide homicides involving blunt objects in 2026.
Damn, so they got 30-some homicides already.
In Medellin?
In 2026. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's going up.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So, yeah, RIP to him.
In more flyer news, Los Cabos awaits direct flights from Colombia and top travel tips 2026. Copa Airlines has introduced.
We can skip the rest. I didn't see the whole thing. I saw that part and I wanted to react to that, but
okay.
Yeah, that was crazy.
All right, well, yeah, chat. That's the news from DC Born Rob. Make sure you guys check out this video in its entirety. Yeah, shout out to DC Born Rob. All right, guys, let's address the haters real quick before we wind down the show. Breaking news. More haters, more shit talkers, more bullshit in the space. We try stay out the line of fire best we can, chat. The haters always show up. They bought our channel all the time. We don't do anything to people. We're spreading positivity. We're not talking about hookers every 5 seconds like they told us that if we do, we'd get banned.
I want some hook.
But guys, there's always going to be some complete and utter stupid idiots that hate on Mentuition, and we are gonna address the haters right now. All right, guys? Right now, because they keep talking. They keep talking, and I don't understand.
Who is this nigga?
Okay? All right, guys. So, if I don't even know, we can maybe bring up a couple timestamps if we find them. We don't necessarily even need to play them. But chat, there's this big thing in the travel space going on. Well, there's a couple beefs going on that we're not a part of.
It feels refreshing to not be a part of beefs just be kicking back.
Yeah, we're chilling. We're
Shout out to
chilling.
Homies Hub. He brought us up a couple times yesterday in the Keith beef. He told him, we have a ceasefire. We're not beefing with Keith. We're staying neutral. As of right now, everything's been good for the past few months. And last year, 2025, we said we beefed all 2024. We were really not getting into that, where the time that it takes to focus on this BS, it's taken away from the channel, it's taken away from our production, all of that stuff. So that was our biggest focus in 2025. And then in 2026, we've called out a couple things, but we've been pretty good at staying out of everything, and we're gonna continue to do so.
Yeah. So if you guys don't know, currently there's a beef going on between Homie Hub and Keith. You can read into it. We're not really going to go over it in its entirety. What I will say is, look, people aren't going to always get along in this space. There's going to be things that happen on these trips, especially when you guys see us on these joint trips. But me and Al try to maintain the positivity. We had a great time with Don Banks. We had a great time with Rello. There weren't any real problems or anything that would cause any problems. But I can understand that on certain trips, certain things may happen. We've been around other YouTubers who didn't like our channel, you know what I'm saying, who we've already brought up on the channel and addressed. Some of these guys don't even make content anymore. They literally they don't even exist in the space because they can't keep up what it takes to, stay consistent.
I'm not Steve.
They rather hate and talk shit.
Who I look like, Steve?
But we address those people and we move on. You know what I mean? We don't hate those people, but they hate us for whatever reason. So there's this beef going on between Keith and Homies Hub. They can figure that out. And then there's kind of like this thing, I guess, on Keith's channel and maybe other channels where they want us to be a part of some content battle where me and Al go against, other creators, specifically Pob.
But I will tell you this, Pob.
And it's kind of like, we're not really interested in going against any of you guys. Definitely not Pob. I understand that, people think that we should be put up against Pob, but to be honest, bro, we would smoke Pob. It wouldn't even really be a contest. He thinks for whatever reason that all we have is yacht footage. See,
that wasn't Pob.
No, he said it.
Oh,
Pob said it. Pob agreed it.
Oh.
He was basically, he wasn't the one who said that, chat, but he said besides Mentuition and that yacht, that's the only thing they got is that yacht with King 6'8". Like he said, I could find a timestamp. But anyway, all I'm saying, chat, is people seem to think, and we'll bring up the other haters in a moment, that the only good footage we have is footage from yacht parties, and that's all that we have to our name. I'm glad you guys like the yacht parties. That's basically a hater's way, guys, of saying that we actually do think these yacht parties were dope. We watch them, we tune into them, and you guys are killing the space. So thank you. We appreciate it. Applause, pat on the back from Mentuition for the haters, basically subliminally giving us our props on those. But
now everybody wants to do yacht parties. Everybody wants to do, travel meetups, things like that. Like I said, we are the trendsetters of the space. Without the space, without Mentuition, the space would be lost, bro. We'd all be, begging outside and sleeping outside, and I'm stuck in this place for 14 hours, and I'm stuck here. How do I make controversy so that I can get people to watch my channel? Just stuff like that without Mentuition. So we definitely won 2025. We're already winning 2026, and we're off to a crazy start already. And it's going to get even crazier next week in Brazil. So, we can do more than parties. That's just one of our specialties, one of our expertise. But we could do whatever. We can edit videos, we can do verses, but we're really not interested. After discussing everything, it really doesn't even make sense for us right now. So maybe in the future, But right now we're just focused on what we have going on for Q1 and going into Q2 and all that stuff.
Yeah, and just to really just reiterate, guys, you guys need to catch up. You guys that are talking shit on us, y'all need to catch up. Y'all are way behind. We already done traveled more than y'all. We already done collabs with other creators. We already done you know some epic yacht parties because that's all we can do. But we've been a part of vlogs that have gotten over hundreds of thousands of views. You guys got to catch up, bro. You guys are not even on our level, right? And I know what you're gonna say, but your numbers aren't as big. Hey, we just our numbers, we got over what 3, 4, 5K views on our yacht party. We're gonna put out a vlog.
And you guys have to understand too, we have
you're not even
1,600
close.
sub. Like we have 1,600 subs.
We're shadow banned.
We're shadow banned,
so I don't
all that
care.
stuff.
And I'm not complaining. I'm just saying we are. We're shadow banned. Even I was with Check the other day. As a matter of fact, shout out to Check.
Check is check.
He was like, yo, I just looked up. He was on his TV and he's like looking up our channel. He's like, yo, your channel's not even coming up. It's like, yeah, we're shadow banned, bro. He's like, yeah, y'all are definitely shadow banned. I said, yeah, it's cool, man. We're gonna continue to put out our content. It is what it is. I'm happy we're shadow banned, right? Like what we were putting out, especially from the beginning, it was just too much for YouTube. So YouTube indexed us somewhere in the file that doesn't come up. So look, we could make another channel, try to get it popping, all that stuff, which we've done and whatever. I don't care. At the end of the day, we have great subs. We got
we have the best.
Yeah.
We've already proven we have the best subs. Everybody says that.
Yeah.
Mentuition, nobody's fucking with Mentuition subs.
Absolutely.
This proved it.
And we got donations to go to Brazil again from you guys. So thank you to you. So we're not really worried about these people that are hating. But I want you guys to understand again, y'all got to catch up. Catch up, man. Catch up, Mustard. You ain't even close, bro. And then one last thing about the battle. You guys seem to think that if we did battle somebody, me and Al count as 2 people because there's 2 interactions. There's this whole thing where like if Al and Steve go, I got to go up with another creator. Man, kill all that noise, bro. Everyone, we only play one video at a time. It's our video versus your video. It's not a video from this creator and this other creator versus Al and Steve. We're most likely going to be together. And there could be rules. It could be what has to be stuff that y'all are both in, or you know, or whatever. But it doesn't matter. It's one video, right? So y'all want to have an extra person because you think it's 2 people editing. Come on, guys. If you're so confident in us only having yacht footage, that should be easy.
That's what I said the other day. It's like all they got is yacht footage. I'm like, well, it'll be easy then to just go against one of us. I mean, go against both of us. I don't even. We talked about it the other day though. There's not really a benefit in us battling Pob right now.
He already lost.
Pob lost the homies hub in a battle, the first battle. He needs to battle somebody else before he battles us. Yeah. And he needs to win and get that. We the champions of 2025. He needs to win. Also, anytime me and Steve are in Keis's chat and things like that, he got all these dick riders in the chat talking shit. All of his not all of his people are corny, but a lot of corny people, you know, dick riding. Why are we gonna go against somebody that's always on Keis's panel? That's always like he's gonna have the home field advantage, and he's already lost going against the champions of 2025. Like that doesn't even make sense. So it would have to be something that makes sense for us. We're not really like in a hurry to battle somebody right now. You know, it would be cool. And I like that is, you know, doing something different for the space, doing a content battle, but it's not really beneficial for us. And it really doesn't help us. And we'd be putting out a ton of effort and a lot of work editing to do something that's, you know, it's going to have a lot of dick eaters on that side anyway. If it was on a neutral ground, if it was something where it made sense, you know, and we had somebody that was you know, that we felt like it was a formidable opponent, then that would make sense.
Yeah, Pop, I'm good on that. And Pop, you're kind of the underdog. You are the underdog because you already lost. So we're going on a panel that you're always on, where you got all the D riders, all the people who don't like our channel already, and then you already lost one. So going up against us, you have the advantage. And quite honestly, like I said, bro, you get smoked, bro. It's not even a competition, and you're not even trying to do it directly with us. He's basically trying to get another content creator to help him out. If you're so confident that, like I said, that all we have is one-sided footage of girls on the yachts, then that should be easy, Pop. You've traveled to a bunch of different places.
And Keese
you
is
have
going to
a
help
bunch of
him
stuff.
edit.
Yeah.
Keese is going to help him edit.
Yeah.
Keese is going to help him with that. I don't know. I'm not going to say Keese. Somebody was saying Keese does all of his edits. I'm not going to say that, but there's going to be some sort of help with or influence or whatever. They're going on the trip together. He's going to help them put that stuff together.
Yeah.
So it's not just Pob versus us. It would be Pob with influence and help from Keese with another content creator versus us on a home field advantage for him when he's already lost.
I don't trust it. I don't trust it at all. I think there'd be some collusion going on. I'm good. I'm good on battling Pop. But yeah, Pop, you get smoked. In a content battle, easy. So moving forward, okay, we have other people from the Peanut Gallery talking shit in the chat, coming on panels. We have what do they call them? Guaco, Gok 3000, Guapo, whatever. V Swells, aka V Swells. I would never call another man Guapo, but V Swells came on and said he's the one who kind of put this in the atmosphere that all we have is yacht footage, which again, he's really big up in the yacht footage because he actually watches it. I don't know if he's trolling or if he's being serious.
I think V Swells was joking.
He might be.
I think he was joking.
But I'm still gonna address
kind of trolling.
I'm still gonna address V Swells.
Yeah.
V Swells, you don't want to have a content battle with us either, whether you're being serious or not. You have we could maybe you beat us in a shorts battle with
KSSO.
Going up to women and getting views on with the creep cam glasses. Yes, you got us beat by a far shot. We were late to the fucking Ray-Ban metas, and you guys ran up a check on that. Okay, we've already went over that, but I've seen your footage, bro. I went through your channel. Your channel is pretty much dormant as far as like just the content that you put out. I do see you still do some lives sometimes. You still put out content. Shout out to you. But come on, bro. You know, like, I'm not gonna let you come on these panels and just say anything and think that we're not gonna say nothing back. Like I said, if we're in a room and you talk about my shoes, I'm gonna talk about your crooked ass teeth. You're not finna try to embarrass me or make me look a certain way and then try to patch it up with I really fuck with Mentuition. No, shout out to them. Nah, you talking shit. So we gotta talk some shit back to you. V Swells, you have KSSO videos. That's about as far as you go and what we know you from, and most people know you from. So, you know, I would not want to battle you because it wouldn't even be worth our time. Your editing skills are not close to ours. The content that you have isn't close to ours. And furthermore, guys, real quick, before we even go a little bit deeper in this, I just want to say, what does it say? Literally, the only time Pop went live recently was to talk about Mentuition's yacht party. Exactly. And that just goes to show you that we're making moves, we're moving in space, and we're literally giving these guys something to talk about. But just to show you guys that we just don't have yacht party footage, because that's, I guess, what you guys think we have. You guys are going to be going up against a lot. First of all, let's get a quick break.
A message from King
68.
The guy that doesn't fuck with us.
The guy that doesn't fuck with us and who somehow kicked Al out of the shot. Here we go. Shout out to King. And they call us D-Writers because we talk about him, but whatever. Here we go.
Man, it's K68 the Great, man. We in Rio, Brazil, man. Y'all better go tap in with Al and Steve, Mentuition, when y'all come down for Carnival in February. It's going to be a movie, man. I don't even want to go home right now. I said, I was supposed to go home last night, but I'm going home tomorrow because Rio was just so lit. The love is unexplainable. So y'all better go tap in with Mentuition.
All right, that's number one. Exhibit A. Okay, guys. You don't want to go against us. You do not want to go against us. All right. You do not want to go against us, guys. This is just the footage that we have out that you guys can see. What me and Al have in a tuck is crazy. Crazy. Type in Virginia House on Instagram right now. Crazy. This is the first time I'm at Virginia Sand House. Okay, and we can put ourselves in this footage, chat. So, they were filming for King 68. That doesn't count. Steve and Al weren't even shown. Guys, anywhere where the camera's held, we are. And in this case, I'm in the motherfucking shot with her because she's bad. So, guys, you guys that are sitting here saying all we do is do yacht parties, and that's all we're good for, and you don't have anything else in the tuck. You guys are crazy. You guys are complete and utterly crazy. We have way more in the tuck around actual baddies and celebrities. You guys can't even come close
Charleston White
to the clip. Yeah, I should have brought him up, but we got a Charleston White drop.
Ruby Rose.
Man, you
also
guys are not
kicking it
even
with them.
close.
It's, I mean, we would wipe a lot of these people, and then
let me bring
that's
up some others.
that social loser dude, bro. Like he's a dude that I don't even want to mention, but he's like trying to live in our, put his feet in our shoes. And I had to tell him the other day, because he's like, yo, I'm about to fly down to Marinkia and outdo what Mentuition did with Flyboy. And it's like, bro, like our resume alone, like you're not fucking with. I get it. You know how to live stream. You know how to you figure that out. Your live streams aren't better than ours. Your quality's not better than ours. It's not even close. And if it was, people would pay you. You're not gonna keep having to discount yourself, and you would actually have clients. You don't have any of that. You're this loser that keeps botting our channel and everything because you have nothing better to do. And you know, you're like, I got stuck in this place. I got stuck. Like, that's your content. I got stuck in Charlotte, North Carolina. I got stuck in Kentucky. Donate to me so that I can go do this. And it's a bunch. It's a soap opera. It's a huge travel space soap opera that nobody gives a fuck about. So that's what I got to say to that.
Y'all don't have an ounce of the content we have, and y'all don't have an ounce of the baddies that we have. Like the baddies that we be around, y'all niggas would only dream of being around, bro.
We got date footage
Like,
of baddies that we're on with.
Y'all wish y'all could have a baddie like this and y'all fucking next to y'all. So y'all don't want it with me. Y'all don't want it with Al. Y'all don't want it with the content we have. Remember, we're in Colombia, Brazil, Japan, Thailand. We're in Miami. We're all over the place. And I'm counting that all. And then it's got to be in Thailand. Oh no. We're gonna bring out who can edit the best, who has the best channel. This is clips that we putting out. So y'all don't, the arsenal that me and Al have is crazy. And like I said, this is just the stuff we have. This is under members only, by the way. This ain't even, this is for the Mentuition Mafia. I'm showing this. So y'all gotta understand, bro. Don't think that we just do yacht parties and that all we have is girls shaking ass on the yacht. I know that's what y'all think. And I know a lot of y'all other creators, like the one dude that Pod was talking about going up us with against, he has a lot of booty shaking. The bitches we have shaking ass look way better than them bitches in DR. Oversized butts that y'all can't even fucking, y'all little ass, dick ass niggas can't even handle. We actually have beautiful women in our videos, in our, on our yacht parties, whatever it may be, that you guys would never, couldn't even dream of being around. All right. So knock off this bullshit that Mentuition can only do yachts and yacht footage and that we're not moving the needle. We are the reason why. Let's start with the yachts. Y'all niggas is even trying to do other kind of house parties and all this stuff and meetups and live streams and collaborations in these different countries. We've moved that needle. We brought a big influencer, King 68, to the space, and now he wants to travel more. We're probably going to bring him to another country and do more stuff. We are doing something big in Brazil with other creators. We've met with the Roberto versus the Worlds. We've met a bunch of different creators that I fucking Zoe. We've done collabs with Zoe, guys. We did a whole collab with International Zoe that no one wants to talk about. We've been moving the needle for the last 3 years. So if you don't think we have enough footage in our arsenal to make a great montage, a great battle video, you're completely and utterly stupid, and you should just probably give up at this point.
Stupid. I mean, if you think it, then cool. We got to have something that's advantageous for us, and it's not advantageous for us to go up against Pob with him having the home field advantage, and the odds are spiked heavily against us whenever he already lost first. And I mean, that doesn't even make sense. We're not getting we weren't talking about no money. We weren't talking about none of that stuff. Like, we got to have the bigger purse. If we're talking about any of that stuff, it's got to make sense for us. And for us to come out, do all this editing, do all this stuff, it's got to make sense.
This girl right here shits on every girl most of y'all niggas will ever put in y'all video. There's an Ethiopian girl right here. Literally, not one of y'all that is talking shit on us has ever even walked up to a girl like this, like I did, and making her smile and laugh. Like, y'all niggas are lame. So that's why I'm saying, if you want to bring it down to footage and editing skills or whatever, and baddies and like, you're not gonna win just by putting baddies, by the way, chat. And if
Like,
you don't think we have baddies, this is one right here. This is one of thousands that we have in our video. My bad. What were you gonna say?
Everybody thinks that. So
Yeah.
you just gotta have baddies and twerking. And there's a lot more to it than that.
Yeah, if y'all want to do that, we could do that, but that's not what this battle is. It's really a content battle. So we could put a girl like this in it or whatever, and be like, damn, like, we could put a Ruby Rose in it. Y'all don't even have the arsenal or the firepower to even battle against us. So us going against somebody like Pob is just a mismatch. It doesn't really make any sense. We already know what he's gonna do, and like it just doesn't really. You know what I mean? Like,
and then he's going to Colombia to go get some more. Like, we don't have to go and get more footage. We're ready now.
Yeah,
but it's got to make sense for us. It's got to be like something that makes sense,
and it's got to be a creator that has actual, like. See, Pop's gonna be like, I put out vlogs, man. Yo, you guys do is lives, bro. Pop, like I said, like, and this is the last I'll speak on you, Pop. But the exposés that we've put out on YouTube that people know us for, and even the short vlogs that we put out, or have ever put out, or will put out,
have more views than all of your videos combined.
Exactly, on your channel. And don't sleep, bro. We know how to edit, bro. Like, we know how to do the effects and all. Like, we ask Keith, bro. Keith knows. Keith has seen some of our stuff, and I'm not trying to joke saying ask Keith. I'm just saying, like, Keith respects us as content creators. He sees the work, and he goes, okay, these guys do know how to edit. Like, when they actually do it, right, he holds our feet to the fire. But he knows, okay, these dudes are actually nice with it. They're out here giving this kind of content to guys. Like, these chicks are, chicks from Colombia, Venezuela, Brazil. You know what I mean? They're in Miami, but these are girls flying in from these countries. So we're showing y'all. So to sit here and be like, all we can show is one thing is asinine. And this is live, by the way, Pop. So these are the lives that you talk about. But we're really giving y'all some dope ass content. You just got to watch it. You just got to come on our channel and go through it and watch it. It's there. It really is. So if you didn't do your homework and you think all Mentuition has, like V Swells and all these people, if you think all we have is one thing, man, y'all don't got fashion shows. Y'all don't got baddies coming up. Y'all don't have none of that, man. Y'all, come on, man. So that's really all I got to say about it. Watch the footage, man. The footage, the proof is in the pudding, man. And lastly, what I'll say is, y'all think, oh, Steve's a lame, this and that, bro. If I was a lame, I couldn't, like, I would just be awkward around women. You know what I'm saying? They not smiling. So you goofies, you don't get no girls. Steve is skinny.
And Steve bagged one of these and was
like,
chilling with her last week. Like,
y'all,
people just be saying anything, bro.
So I just realized, guys, it's just trolling, and they're just gonna troll no matter what. I could literally take a girl from here, go out on a date with her, live stream it, and then you'll be like, he's a lame, and like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, you're just trying to be funny. So anyway, try us if you want. Hey man, we'll be prepared, but we're not really on that right now. We're just trying to make content. We got a big trip coming up, but we're not going against Pop or V Swells or any of these people. Because until y'all can show me a chick that look better than this girl right here, y'all, yeah, I'm good. Until y'all can put out, and lastly, chat too, this is interview content. We got girls shaking ass. We got so many different lanes we can go. We got drone footage. We got 360 footage. We got so much different shit, bro. We got stuff with other influencers and other creators. Y'all don't even have that. So I'm good. All right. Rant over, chat. Rant over. All right. Anything else?
Nah, that's all I can really think of.
All right, chat.
You play that soundbite, the Pop one.
Oh yeah, and just closing this one out.
But I will tell you this, Pop. How can I put you above Mentuition? Where you been this year?
Come on, man. All right. So guys, we're gonna wind down the show. We appreciate y'all for tapping in with us, man. Continue to support, sending your cash apps. Thank you to everybody who donated. and go through the content. Some of you guys that are just watching, your first time watchers, or you were just put on to us, go back and watch, man, and sign up for the Mentuition Mafia, and you guys be able to unlock all the videos I just showed you guys. You can see a lot of those. Me and Al put in work, bro. We really been putting in a lot of work. I've been putting a lot of work on content, and we're uploading videos now weekly that you guys can see clips of the show. So we're trying to change that, you know, narrative of certain things that we're not putting out enough. We're still doing these shows, which is working itself, but we're also taking the time afterwards to really get you guys more content. And this Brazil trip is going to be epic. So I'm super excited.
The shows in themselves, you know, keeping people entertained, going over the news,
facts,
teaching people everything, you know, we wouldn't even really be able to use that in a versus, and we spend the most time out of our YouTube doing that. But we still got some footage, and we still get this shit popping.
100%.
Yeah.
All right, guys, hold on one second. I gotta take a quick call. Al, if you read a couple comments.
All right. We can wind down. We can wind the show down. Steve has to attend to some business and get ready to make some more money. And then I'm gonna get on some editing. I'm gonna start editing some stuff. So appreciate all of the support. Anybody that wants to support the travel fund or any of that stuff after the show, you can always send it in $sign Mentuition. We appreciate it all. Appreciate the likes. And we appreciate just y'all being here for us. Did you want to go over the?
Nah, let's just wind down.
Okay.
We'll do it next time because I gotta get out of here.
Okay.
Got an event I gotta go to.
Cool.
All right, Chad. Yeah, Chad, I gotta go to an event right now with King, so I gotta get out of here. But you guys can tap in with us. We'll do another show very soon, and we appreciate y'all. And yeah, man, we'll catch y'all in the next one. Until next time, guys, adios.